Get this game started. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. So Washington State's offense will go on the attack first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays.
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Washington State lines up quickly. Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Trying play action. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a catch at the 20. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Cougars are on the move.
1st and goal, Washington State.
He'll do it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Had to get rid of it quickly. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And he missed it. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. The Aggies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football.
And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, that's not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have a big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
Off the play fake on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Off play action. He's got the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And first down for the offense.
He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, going to the air. Touchdown, Washington State. Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
Washington State 7, Utah State 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Madden. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He's got it on the right, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. And when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Touchdown, Aggies! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Washington State has him back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Finds his man. It's Figueroa.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Game of 2. That's a first down for the offense.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Reads it, fires complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. It's complete to the left. At the 20, he's got space. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
At the 16-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the ground. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. The play action fake. Rushes on him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quickly complete. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Now the play fake. Buys a little time. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Back to pass. It's Madden. Makes the grab. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Utah State trying to keep the drive alive on 4th down. Makes the catch. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Briggs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed in the middle. It's Beckett. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
The Aggies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the back. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Utah State. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
14, Washington State, 7.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive, but just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Cougars are in the hurry-up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's got it. Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line to be able to take advantage.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can. When I see him open, he runs the little hitch, get it to him so he can make a little bit of yards after the catch, and eventually that little gain, he's going to bust one of those with his athletic ability.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's... quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally. First half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 14 to Texas Tech. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Madden. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggie! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Back to pass on second down. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air, it's Madden. Got his man in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun to give, looking for room. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Makes a grab past the marker. Breaks into the open. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. That's now 200 catches in his career. It's
so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Madden. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Utah State trying to keep the drive alive on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Cougars backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Knocked off his feet. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Washington State going back to work on first down. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll immediately call timeout. The Cougars come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
On the play. Number 19 in punt formation to kick it away.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
And the returner is stopped.
And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team at Maverick Stadium.
Going to the run to start this second half. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Dropping back, it's Madden. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the...
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State. Fit it in the window for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rutgers is piling on the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up by 17 over Florida Atlantic. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
And they'll knock him down. Washington State going quickly. They'll send the back in motion. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Madden. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! And the beatdown has ensued. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Out of the gun, the inside give. On the move at the 30. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals, 5 points of pressure, and prioritize holding on to the ball.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Madden. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Trying to do it on the ground. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And they just keep inching closer to the goal line. They go for it on 4th down. You get it. You're now finding yourself even closer. This is a place where you'd love to be able to just line up, run the football, get north.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tags on the extra point.
Utah State 44, Washington State 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Hauls it in. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
To throw, it's Madden. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he got loose. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
Here we go, here we go. 221 wing, 221 wing.
With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Swings it out to the flat. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
Now 4th and goal.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Looking downfield, it's Madden. Trying to bull his way in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The Cougars are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and the defense frothing to keep them bottled up. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Working that left side now. There he goes. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a... start to the drive.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just tricked. Fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Looking for a man. It's Madden. Makes the grab over the middle. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The give on the inside. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Briggs. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Touchdown, Aggie! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
What a great play by that quarterback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the quarterback.
And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The run from the shotgun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Washington State will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Back to throw, it's Madden. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Set, ready.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
27, John.
Scanning the field, it's Madden. Takes a hit as he fires. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Going right to work up top. Got the quick pass. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They'll give it to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
The Cougars with an absolute gift to start this drive with goal to go. Caught in the backfield. It's Key. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. Third down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up, play aggressive, try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the fourth down.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Madden. Fires to the middle. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Washington State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia State looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Panthers. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Man, this dude's flown by 200, flown by 300, and now thrown by 400. Almost 450 yards in the ball game. This dude has been on point.
Looking to throw on first down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Rich. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Lofts one high and deep. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
Washington State, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And these defenses put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Under fire. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game.